Okay, let's start very fast. And thank you very much again for joining us today. I will be your presenter in this webinar today. My name is Ibrahim, and I'm working as Sales and Marketing Manager in DECE Software. So today's meeting will be more about the stuff that what we are going to cover is will be about our store page and store issues and what we are doing in our store pages, like how GEODI can adapt with your needs with the DECE-Store. So it will help you out to see what we are just having in our store page and how it's just helping us. The DECE-Store help us to adapt our needs in different customers and countries and regulations. So to start, to give you an introduction, why do we need such adaptation? So why we are in need of adaptation? So why we should be adapt our solution to different things? Because the keyword adaptation means that we need to get just used to or get work with different things. What are the different things that we would be having in such data discovery, data classification, data search, and other such solutions? What we are going to need is what different than others is data sources. So different data sources, different regulations, different countries, different geographies, and different regulations in these countries as well, and different preferences of the customers. Depends on the use cases and their agenda, what they would like to discover, what they would like to see out of their data. So different data sources, different regulations, different countries, different cultures, different local regulations, and different preferences of different customers. Why we are calling different customers, different people, different countries, different regulations? Because all our references using our solution data discovery in different manners. Some of them are just using to comply with GDPR, PCI DSS, but some of them has some local regulations like LPGD in Brazil, like LPDL in Saudi now, or SAMA in Saudi, or different kind of regulations coming like DORA in Europe. So they are using these solutions for regulations, comply with regulations, local regulations, and also for different use cases and preferences that they have. Can be competition law against, they're looking for competition compliance or fraud or forensics. So out of their data, they may choose different preferences, and definitely different sectors, different dynamics, different countries, different dynamics. So that means every time when you change something, even if it's a sector, even if it's a logo, or if it's an country, so dynamics are different. So adaptation comes with choices. So there are several ways to adapt solutions into different needs. The first thing that mostly has been used with local vendors and different vendors in the world is core development, which is a very long and complex procedure and process. The idea is that when you start to core development, you need to create a roadmap, you need to create a project plan, you need to work agile, and every time the development teams will be there, and it's long and very complex. There are too many parties that you need to manage. There are too many things that you need to take care of. And what is the second one, which is a very high topic in the world now? Low code development. Relatively short, relatively easier to core development, and it's also relatively more function than core development, because with the current functions you may use, you can add with very low code development and others. So how would be the other situation in our case is our store. So it's just very easy and available now to use. Out of the choices, you will just going to download it and start to use. So it's like a plug and play. So you may use the existing functionalities very easily. And if you don't have the existing functionalities, you need to go to low code development very fastly, or no code functionalities with GeoD. Or in other cases, core development is the long and complex way. So how DECE-Store is helping us? So how is just have these ready to use, what are the ready to use tools that we can have out of DECE-Store. So the first thing is that we have ready to use regulation-based recognizers and packages. So you may use, we will see we have PCI DSS, GDPR, or different regulations like country-based regulations, recognizers. So we have these packages for based on country needs or specific regulation needs. And we also have templates. So these templates comes up with some stuff, some recognizers and also some reports. So you may use the templates directly, and some templates already have some ready to use reports inside that you may consume very easily. And of course, dictionaries. Some rather than just recognizer based on countries and regulations, we have very generic dictionaries in our hand that you may use out of it and you may get benefit out of it. So it will help you out. And DECE-Store is open to you. I will show you the DECE-Store page as well after this brief shop and in the Q&A maybe. So it's very openly find it and everyone can go in, partners, customers, and take a look on it. So what we are committed to the development. This is what we are just saying. So what are we developing? We are developing our DECE-Store. It's a live place. So we are developing, we are adding new functionalities. We are adding new recognizers, new packages, new templates, and we keep everything up to date. So once you install one package or one template, the updates are all automatic. So you don't need to go into the system every time and install the new version of it. No, you don't need such thing. So when you first use one of the templates, and if there is any updates on that template, it will automatically do it. You don't need to change anything. You don't need to do any action, and everything is updated. So we are committed to develop our DECE-Store page rather than core development specific on specific topics. We are trying to move on with generic stuff, and everything that we have is in DECE-Store. So what is low code? We just talked about. So GEODI has extensive no code and low code development features. You may add your own recognizers, for example. You may put your own regular expressions very easily. It could be in macro, or it could have some regex functionalities that they can have. So you may add these recognizers very easily. Or you can add new data sources with the low code and no code structure of GEODI. So you can add new data sources and see everything on there. And the other is anonymization and masking preferences. So how you're willing to anonymize your data, you may change it very easily. Or how you are willing to change your masking style. So everything is based on the low code and no code structure of GEODI, and you may customize them very easily and add new functionalities to the system. And of course, this can turn into a DECE-Store packages as well if it's a generic thing. And we adapt fast with low code and share fast with DECE-Store. So we can adapt very easily with low code functionalities. And with DECE-Store, we can share with everyone directly very easily. To conclude everything up, the idea is that DECE-Store has already covers many countries and regulations. So we have, as I said, ready to use recognizers for Egypt, for Brazil, for UK, for the United States, for Kuwait, for Dubai, for Arab Emirates, for Turkey. So we have many recognizers already in the hand. So you may use the existing ones, or we can talk about if there is any missing points as well with our partners. If you would like to, you may contact us, and we can adapt to any new requirements with low code and publish it in the DECE-Store very fast. So it's a very, very fast procedure that how we just started the webinar. We need to adapt, and we need to start fast, and we need to do it on time and precisely and with high accuracy. So this is how we are just dealing with these problems. So we need to adapt fast. So we have DECE-Store in our hand, ready to use templates, ready to use recognizers. You may choose the one that is existing. Or you said, okay, but I have preferences. I have a very, very, very key preferences and specific preferences needs in our hand. I would like to just have some dictionaries or some new recognizers. So, okay, we have low code. We can add the new ones very easily and share it from DECE-Store, and you may use it directly. So it's a very easy to use procedure and easy to start procedure. So you may scan the QR code anytime for presentation, and you can contact us anytime. I will be glad to answer the question and answers. So I will be reading the Q&As very fast and answer the questions. But beforehand, if I just have a good Q&A about the, yeah, that's a good question. I will show you one question just came up. Do you have a package for KSA? Yes, I will show you from here as well. So you may from our website directly. We have live project sections. Probably some of our partners already knows this, but I will repeatedly show it. So we have this GDPR, EPA discovery, or whatever, which one you would like to use. You can log in with a LinkedIn or Gmail account. I will directly log in now. And then from here, you may see if you have GEODI license, of course, from the project visit, you may see the DECE-Store as well. But if even though you don't have GEODI in your hand, you may come here and out of projects, you may take a look on store, and DECE-Store is here. And as you can see, there are packages for discovery. We just made a search on discovery. We have also modules and extensions in here. And somebody asked about KSA, I suppose. Let me find KSA. Yes, we have KSA in here, as you may see. I'm just changed. Okay, here is the KSA package. Let me just, we have another question. What about package for India? Yes, we have for India as well. Exactly. As you may see, we have this India Aadhaar card recognizer, India PAN card recognizer, Indian bank number, India state dictionary. So we can add the new ones as well if needed. It's easy to add. Can we add our modules? Yes, you can add your modules as well in here. Let me show you very fast from the store page. It's not only about discovery. When we clicked on GEODI modules, you may see the modules in here. As you can see, classification server side is here, OCR is here. And if I go down, GEODI Pro and others. So you may add your own, you have discovery module in here, classification is here again. So we have all the modules that you may download in here and also the extensions as well. So if you would like to put extensions in here, you may choose. You can take a look on the extensions. And as you can see, there are many different extension functionalities in here, including the country packages and also like PCI DSS packages and templates that you may use directly within your needs. Somebody asked, is the DECE-Store is free? Yes, definitely it's free, but if you have, of course, GEODI license that you may use, depends on your modules that you have bought. But store is free to visit, but to use, you need to have a GEODI and you need to buy the relevant modules. How about offline updates? Yes, you may offline update GEODI as well. There is no worries, even though if it's no internet connection, it's possible to offline updates as well. If you can show a very fast file path or something to GEODI that connect through your network, inside of your network, of course, it's possible to offline and update the system and modules. Okay, is there any other questions? I'm checking that coming. Okay. Okay, somebody asked about the dictionaries. What are your dictionaries? You're right. So we have many different dictionaries for the needs, like we have also the cities dictionaries and other dictionaries, name dictionaries that we have in here. You may use it anytime. And also in extensions, there are several extensions that includes also dictionaries inside of it as well. So dictionaries are as like a recognizers out of your system. So this will help you out on that case. Okay, I suppose we have answered all the questions. If there is any additional question, I would be glad to answer them all. If you have, or if you don't have it, I can stop the sharing for today. And well, thank you for the joining. As I said, we are trying to make this short webinars every week. So please join us anytime that works for you. And if you would like to learn more about anything else, please contact us anytime and we will be in touch. And you may visit the DECE-Store. And if you have further questions, please contact us and we will be in touch. Thank you very much for joining. See you soon in the next webinar. Thank you.